Alabama has one of the most explosive offenses in college football 25 with the best quarterback in the game in Jalen Milroe, a solid running game in Jam Miller and Justice Haynes, and obviously the best freshman wide receiver in the entire nation in Ryan Williams, who comes in at 96 speed. And they have one of the best playbooks in college football 25 with great running plays and an explosive passing attack. We're breaking down a bunch of these plays. Feel free to rewatch and screenshot at any moment to make sure you're able to add these to your own offense. So let's start this off by going all the way over to the gun trips tight end formation. I want to talk about the play PA slot corner first because there's some pretty cool things that we could do out of this, and it makes for one of the best route combos in the game every single year. This thing is absolutely nasty. So what we want to do here, very, very simple. Here's our stock play. We want to take wire triangle, put him on a streak. That's wire triangle to bring up the receiver screen, wide triangle again to select him, and then up on the left stick to get that streak. Let's take our tight end and let's drag him. Okay, so that's wire triangle, A, down the right stick. So that now we've made two very basic hot routes. Let's snap this ball, and we really want to focus on two specific routes at first because these things are the backbone of this play and of most offenses. Let's set it up. This is what we have. Look at the drag on the left side right here from our outside left wide receiver. Then look at the drag from the tight end. These are going to do a good job against both man coverage and zone coverage. They are creating what's essentially called a mesh. What that is that we have two routes intersecting. They essentially run over top each other. There is a mesh point, and the reason mesh is so good is because think about in man coverage, if each of these players has a man right on top of them, but they run essentially through each other, rub shoulders, that makes it really hard for the man coverage to stick. The other nice thing with these is that they're very good at getting underneath and in between zones. So my eyes are always looking immediately to one of the drags and working underneath just to see what's going on. Now, I will say, this play is not unstoppable, right? Especially like drags. Drags are not absolutely unstoppable. They're not anything crazy. Ideally, you have a good tight end here. It's actually where Bama struggles a little bit. Their tight end is not great. Michigan has an insane tight end who would be great for this. But you can really like hit these drags over and over again and make them have to defend you underneath unless you get screamed at like we do right there. Then you just kind of have to eat it. Now, the next part of this play is this corner route from B. Now, he is not a route that you want to force, but he is a route that you can start hitting very consistently against both man and zone coverage when the defense gives it to you. That's the key, when the defense gives it to you. So we get another kind of blitz right here. You see that mesh? That was one of the best ever clips right there of that mesh. We're going to show the replay right there. Like this mesh, you see where they hit each other? Defender hits, wide open potential touchdown, right? That is like the mesh at its truest form. Let's go B again. That's really where you want to hit that receiver. A lot of people try throwing this corner out. This won't be open right here, but a lot of people try throwing them like right here. And like you can, but you're just getting him in traffic. You really want to get that corner out when he's hitting close to the sideline. So that means waiting and also pass leading kind of down and outside to this area. We get a bad throw because Jalen Milroe is the worst. That's fine. Let's go again right here. Oh, we got corner route. Wow, we're just missing the throws, Jalen. Come on now. Let's get it again. Get it again. Boom. Corner route. Not really there. We're going to force it this time. Up and out. Bang. Easy. This play's easy, easy, easy. Going to do a great job against the majority of coverage. But remember, you want to work your eyes from low, high. And this drag, right, even coming back across, he's just insane at getting in between and underneath different zones. So our first play here did a really good job at attacking the sideline and kind of underneath in the middle of the field with our mesh. Right here, we're going to have a little bit of a levels type trail almost, where let's go into a random play on defense. Let's call the play, where is she? Drive post. Okay, again, we're in the trips tight end still. Drive post, and it's two simple hot routes you have to make. We are going to flat our middle wide receiver, and then we're going to streak the tight end. Remember, to make hot routes, it's going to be wire triangle to start, then select the player you want to do. So right here, it's the tight end, and then select the hot route. So it's up on the left stick for the streak. This is what our play looks like now. And what you'll see here is that not only is there a little bit of a horizontal spacing between this outside in route and this inside post route, right? They're going to have a little bit of a natural, the in route's going to trail behind him some. There's also some vertical spacing too. There's a little levels happening. Let's go into it and we can kind of see what's happening here where let's hit this post route going across the field. He's going to do a good job of quickly clearing the middle and getting to the sideline. That's what makes him really, really good. So let's go again right here. Now what makes this in route good is because he quickly attacks that little pocket right there and the entire shallow middle because he's going to keep working. His route eventually does kind of stop on its own, but we'll see if we can kind of show an example of that where right here, he actually went all the way across. So there's a really good example of him just running the entire distance of that middle of the field. This play is ideally a little bit better against zone, but you're going to see it does a good, ideally against zone, it can work against man. It's fine. Just something to keep in mind right there. With our halfback, if you can afford to do another hot route, I would like to either block my halfback or put him on a flat route. If you can't, though, feel free to just leave him on that check and release. I do love having, the halfback out when you can, just because he's a nice little check down right. He's something that you can just add into your offense that they have to respect. And it's just something that you always kind of want to try to do. So just something to keep in mind right there. We get some man coverage right here, and look who's wide open is that post. The in route does okay against man for the backside. I don't want to sit here and say he does incredible. He's okay. Definitely not bad by any means. Right here, see a little bit of man coverage. Boom. A little bit underrated. And this especially is when you're playing online or something, where this flat route, if they're not respecting that flat, you can hit him. Boom, in route quick. That's a big area where you first want to be checking that in route is right when he makes that cut. The tight end is never really much of a throw unless they bust coverage pretty bad. Just because typically, think about it, right? Most defenses, either this guy's manned up or there's a deep zone on that side, right? Cover 3, cover 2, cover 4. If that's the case, then this tight end streak just doesn't really get open too often unless it is busted coverage. So just something to keep in mind. Now, one thing you'll see me do with this post route that's a big difference maker, we talk about it in a lot of our videos, is that you got to make sure you're pass leading correctly. Oh, we got screamed at. Make the throw. Dang. You got to make sure you're pass leading correctly, right? So the key with pass leading is you want to be pass... Nice sheds. Get off me. Get off me. Ugh. Oh! You want to be pass leading away from the defense, okay? You got to be pass leading away from the defense. And that can change, obviously, based on where the defense is, right? That time, it's outside. And it could have been down and out. I like doing down and out, but it could have been up and out, too, depending on where the leverage was. Let's see this time, though. We'll go post. This is just going to be straight down, pretty much. And okay, that's going to be pretty much straight down because there's a defender right on top of him. One other thing is that you don't want to run this play with your trips to the short side. That goes for pretty much all trips plays. But think about it. This post route's attacking that deep right sideline. He can't be thrown in the middle, but he's attacking that deep right sideline. And if we have a streak happening from the middle here from our tight end, there's no one to push deep zones back on that deep sideline. And you'll kind of see what I mean right here, where this throw is just a lot harder to make as opposed to us being on the other hash right here. So you almost always, in this type of formation, want your trips to the wide side of the field. Let's go again. We have in route and be greedy. We're going to go post route late. Notice the difference right there. That was the same coverage. That is massive. One more time for the 2-time. Boom. Oh, they sent pressure. Boom. I'm glad we got to hit that flag because you'll see that happen online a lot where people try sending pressure or their zones are too far back, something like that. You can just snap throw that flat. So my eyes are always quickly checking him. Right, is he there? No, okay, work back inside. And of course, would have been the final play, but they get that. Go one more. Boom. Oh, yeah. Oh, I like this. I'm waiting. I'm being greedy. Oh, I'm moving all day. Bang. Good toe drag swag. So let's talk about the run game here from Trips tight end. Now, there's two main run plays we want to talk about. First and foremost, we're going to talk about the QB zone. And the reason this QB zone is cool is let's just break this down from a basic numbers standpoint, which is what a lot of football and this video game is. Let's do a 45 click base. I want you to notice what my quarterback does and what my halfback does, okay? Quarterback hands it off to the halfback, and we're able to take off. What does the quarterback do after handing it off? Nothing. The reason the QB zone is cool because instead of just wasting a player handing the ball off, QB zone, we're going to keep the ball, and our halfback becomes our lead blocker, meaning that we get an extra player blocking at the point of attack on this play. We're not just wasting a player. This adds a ton of cool, just numbers advantage for us. The other thing that's really nice here is that's a very quick hitter, right? We snap the ball and we're able to get downfield very, very fast. I love this as a one, keep them honest type play where you snap the ball and they have to respect the fact that you could do this, right? Two, I love this as short yardage because think about it. Boom, we get downhill so fast, it's very hard for them to blow it up somehow, right? You're at least, typically worst case scenario is a one-on-one at the line of scrimmage where if you're on a 3rd and 1, that's not bad. There's a good chance you're going to fall forward. Also, I apologize for my voice here. I went to a wedding this past weekend in Michigan. I'm originally from Michigan. One of my best friends growing up had a wedding. I think I got sick. I'm not even sick. My voice is just very hoarse. So apologies for that. So that's the QB zone. The next one is the RPO Read Y Flat. And this play is really unique as well because immediately what we're going to have here, let's just focus on the read option portion of this. So we have a read key. If we want to keep the ball, we can hold A or X to pull it. And if we want to hand the ball off, we push nothing, and the ball is going to get handed off. So we go here again. Let's hand it off, right? This is a very basic inside or read option portion of this. I think everybody can get that. Can we go? I'm going to pull the ball right here. That's not the right read, but just to show an example, you can pull the ball. Now, the next portion of this is going to be this flat route. And this guy's just leaking from the tight end spot into that right flat. And, you know, he's not always available. And right there, we kind of make the wrong read. But he is something where they have to really respect him consistently. And right there is a great example where at any point, you can call this play, and that tight end is very quickly out there. Let's go again. Boom. You can kind of see where this is going to make offense really, really easy for you. Let's go again right here. Not there. That's fine. We can just run the rest of the play, which in this case was just hand the ball off. So you have some options with that. The next part of this is that we do have, and I should have kept right there, we do have the bubble happening on the left side. So we have all these things in at once. Boom. Now we're hitting the bubble. This play is like 3 plays mixed into one, right? Read option, tight end, like little flat leak, and then a bubble. All these plays are happening all at once. I like to really try to dumb it down for myself pre-snap because I don't actually think it's realistic to make all of these reads at once. Usually pre-snap, I'm thinking, okay, where am I looking in terms of like bubble or flat? In this case, I'd probably look bubble-wise. And then we also like have the, like I'm also reading the actual read option portion of this too, because realistically, every play, the read option should be there from an either hand it off or keep it standpoint. Now, they could just blow up the entire play. That is possible, but go to something like this. Like, I suck. But there's a lot of things happening, right? We had the flat right there. Boom. And again, like, running the read option is such a good fail-safe because it's not really like, other things can be open, but if you just run the read option correctly, like, that's also a really good play. So you can see how a play like this seriously becomes numerous plays built into one. Oh, we're there. We finally get it. Now we're juking. Boom. Keep in mind, whenever you run these plays with your quarterback like this or the QB zone, it's not the worst idea ever to just sub in a backup quarterback for these. A little like here and there if you can get away with it, just so your quarterback isn't taking a ton of wear and tear. Oh, I'm getting out. Let's go. Let's go, Jalen. Oh, no. Oh, no. Oh, dang it. Last play. Last time. Boom. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. And obviously, this is even better if you have really like a dog of a tight end who can break tackles and run fast. And if you've gotten any value from this video so far, consider doing me a massive favor and hitting the subscribe button. It's totally free, and it tells YouTube that you enjoyed this video, and that should get shown to more college football players just like yourself. And you'd be helping me out a lot because we're trying to hit 90,000 subscribers, and we're very close, but I need your help with it. Let's get back to the video. Next formation we're going over is the split twins offset. And the first play we have to talk about is not the RPO alert screen. A lot of people try calling this. Instead, you want to go RPO Read Bubble. Now, these two plays, RPO alert screen right here, RPO alert bubble, they look exactly the same. So what's the actual difference happening here? Well, let's showcase it. Let's go here, and let's go here. This is the RPO alert screen. When we call this, what you'll see is that we either have the option to hand the ball off, which is fine, right? You'll have that sometimes. Or you can snap it, and you can throw the swing screen, right? Which is fine. Like, this is cool. The RPO swing screen, though, the RPO read screen, what that's going to allow is for this becomes a read option. So you're getting an extra possibility for where the ball can go, and you're eliminating a defender from the field. So this is why you're just calling a simply better play right here. So now, when we snap this, you're going to see that that read key is no longer going to be playing the bubble at all. He just can't. And if he crashes down, you can keep it with the quarterback. Or if he doesn't, you can just hand it off, and you're eliminating somebody who has to get blocked. So let's call it right here. Oh, he crashes down. We're just going to keep it. If this was the RPO swing, you could not do that. That's why this is a very, very big deal to actually call this instead. Now let's go to the swing. We're here. Boom. One thing I do want to like mention is that sometimes the blocking on these swing screens, like they just miss blocks. It can be kind of frustrating. Even with that, though, I do think this is good enough to where you want to add this into your arsenal because it'll totally eliminate them from being able to send pressure. A lot of people don't know how to stop this type of thing, and especially if they're like misaligned or something. Like right here, this is just annoying. This is also awesome for the red zone. So we have the ability to throw that swing, or we could run the read option portion of this, which right here, we actually didn't have a read key, so we could have done either the handoff or the keeper. And remember, to keep it, you're just going to hold A or X to pull the ball. Let's go here. Oh, we're going to hold it. Cool. We're out. They actually end up playing. That was wild. That was nuts. That middle backer just baited the heck out of me. Good job to him. Let's go again right here. Oh, let's throw him. Bang. I like to pass lead him a little bit up and outside just so he catches it in stride. So it's, again, that's all with the left stick. Pass leading, very, very important. Now we're going to do this. Let's throw him a little late. little weird man coverage happening there. You can see how this is a very easy play. Just get like decent yardage and make them have to respect something that's a little bit more unorthodox inside of a playbook that is so high powered in so many other different ways. One more time. I'm gonna hand this one off. Even if that guy does crash down, just the way he's positioned, you can get away with handing this ball off sometimes. Not always. Like right here. This time, definitely gonna keep it. Get a big gain. And let's go break it outside. Like, it's so easy to run this. So now let's build off of that swing play. Let's go into the motion slot cross right here. And we're gonna take advantage of anybody who's over adjusting or overplaying this motion swing. We're just gonna simply streak the tight end. That's all we have to do on this play. Let's snap it. We're gonna get that same motion. So imagine them over adjusting. And then from here, we're able to call this play and we're able to get some nice yardage because we're attacking an entirely different part of the field. Now, what I'll say here is that the swing screen or the swing guy, he's still, like, you can still throw the ball to him. You typically won't find him open on this play because you'd only call this when they're kind of over-committing to that. So just, something to keep in mind. And this play also is not great against man coverage. This is mostly a zone beater and taking advantage of people who are doing a little bit too much against our swing. So just a couple things to keep in mind. This can beat man coverage. You see right here, like, the crosser can beat man. The halfback can beat man. And another cool route on this is this kind of deep snag. So if we watch how he develops, he's going to look like a post, but he's just going to sit. Boom, he sits. Right there, he's just not open. So we're going to take the halfback underneath on his little check and release. This is something where you want to use this when they're over-committing to that, right? Because say, like right here, if you're finding that guy just wide open often on this play, you probably should just be running the swing. You know what I'm saying? Like, it wouldn't make sense to call this because they're not even defending the power play that we have. We go here again. Oh, bang. We also had the snag and the halfback on that. So entirely attacking a totally different side of the field right here. Let's go to it again. Boom. Let's go. Snag route. You kind of see where he gets, especially against zone. Like, that is a really cool spot of the field. Go again. Boom. Probably could hit the swing right here. I'm not going to. Just going to take my halfback check down. Just leaking in the middle of the field. Against man coverage, this halfback will cut either inside or outside. This is called the triple option route, but it's a check and release as well. Essentially, against zone, he'll sit. And against man, he'll either break in or break out, depending. Right there, you see the snag. That time, the snag actually ends up cooking man. You want to throw him on the break against man, just so, the man coverage doesn't have time to react. Go here. I'm going to throw B super late, even though it's a little aggressive. Works out for us. Good play to add to your arsenal to complement that first one. So from here, we're going to take advantage of the best route, in my opinion, in College Football 25. Let's call the play PAF slide. And what we want to do here is simply out route this outside wide receiver. He's on a speed out. And then we're going to stem him up. The way we stem is wire triangle, select the receiver. This is X right here. Hold the left bumper, and then go up on the left stick about 15-ish yards, give or take, okay? So you see where that out route's going. Now, from here, I like to try to block one of my halfbacks. We can just block neither of them right here, and it's fine. But I really do prefer to block one of them just because you want that extra protection. So let's go here again. Let's stem him up. This time, oh, he's a little bit too deep right here, so let's stem him down a little bit. There we go. Right here, let's actually just block the halfback on the left. So we're creating something like this. This is going to do a really good job against man and zone coverage, and you want to hit this out route on the break and pass him usually down and outside. If you get good at throwing this route, you get good at it. It's over. It's done. This is really good from a lot of different things. You see him, like, CPU struggles against this. Really, it's only bad against, like, press man coverage and cover two. So there's two things to keep in mind. Press man coverage, cover two. We're really looking for this route right here. We actually get a little bit of cover two right there. We're going to hit our tight end. I don't love the spacing between the tight end and this halfback route leaking across from the right side. They get a little bit too close for my liking. So as a slight alternative to what you can do, you could actually streak the halfback and flat the tight end if you wanted to. This is going to create a nice little seam concept on the right. Just something you could throw in. You don't have to, but this is kind of like why I like it, is that route right there. And you got to think, we're from a formation where our power play is this RPO read swing screen, right? So we have that. Now we're able to attack in a few other different ways already inside of an offense that's very diverse and very explosive. This becomes really, really tough for people to defend. Right, boom, boom, bang. Down and outside's that pass lead. Practice that some, and I'm telling you, dude, you will become an absolute dog just by adding that route into your arsenal. You will. Boom, boom, back. I'm going to say we caught that inbounds. I'm gonna say we caught that one inbound. Let me go one more. Let me go one more with the base setup. Bang. Halfback flat. Don't be afraid to take him. Again, that tight end, he just gets a little bit too close. Another thing you could do is take this tight end, put him on an in route or stemmed up in. Something to keep in mind, right? You have some flexibility here. A little bit up to you. Always have some freestyling. But dang, this route is like the money route that we're going for on this specific play. I don't want to say stare him down, but he's good. He is good. Now we're going to be finding ourselves working out of the gun bunch tight end. This is what the formation looks like. Let's go back to the play call screen. And what we want to do is scroll all the way over to bunch tight end right here, okay? Let's go up against a random defense. First play I want to talk about is going to be the play inside switch. Now, inside switch is a really unique route, which is a deep tight end corner route. But what we're going to do here is press Y or triangle, select that tight end, and then use the left bumper to stem him all the way down. So it's going to look like this. Now, for the play, I'm going to show you some other things we can do to make this play better. But here, we're going to be creating a high-low combo between this halfback and the tight end. So let's snap the ball. And it's very, very basic. We're just reading the tight end and the halfback. Against man coverage, that tight end can win pretty often. I will say I prefer this play against zone just because that's where you're really going to get the high-low happening. But against man, the tight end can win if you get the proper leverage. But you kind of see what's happening here, right? We go low or we go high, depending on where the defense goes. If the defense goes low, we would go high. If the defense went high, well, guess what? We could go low. Right here, guess what? Defense keeps on going high, so we're able to go low. And we can actually make that read faster. I'm kind of slowing it down just so we have more time. But we go here, this time, they keep on going high, so we're able to hit that halfback, get our easy yards. We have to make them respect that. And then when they finally do, let's go something like this. Cover 3 sky, hard flats. Guess what? Now, we're able to attack high. And this is a good thing with the pass lead, where you want to make sure you're pass leading this away from the defense. So again, let's go. They're going to go low. Guess where we go? We go high. Then you miss the throw because Jalen Milroe is terrible. But you kind of see the idea and what the goal is that we're looking at here. So again, bang, throw it. Bada boom, bada bing. Especially you get a nice blue pass. Really, really nice. So the other thing we do with this play is simply put our middle wide receiver on a streak. So look like this right here. And what that's going to do is create this nice little backside post option for us. So let's say we don't like anything on the sideline. We can hit this post around the backside. He does a good job. You could also instead put this guy on a hitch. A little bit up to you which one you'd prefer. He'll do a good job of just sitting in the middle of the field. And then you have the option to potentially hit him. Now, I will say, right there, you want to always make your read under or to the sideline first because we had something there. So the middle of the field is more of a last read here. You'd work your way back. So we go sideline. Oh, nothing there. Let's work middle. Bang. Now you're kind of seeing how this play all works together, right? And even if you didn't make that hot route to Y, you could still do this idea. It's just I don't love that stock snag route that he's on. It gets in the middle of the field a little bit too much for me. Whereas instead, I love the actual hitch. And again, right there, we should have hit the halfback. I was just watching the middle of the field. That's an example of why you want to first work that sideline. Man coverage, we get leverage with the tight end, pass lead down and outside, and we're able to make that catch super easily. Let's go again right here. Bang. Let's go. Oh, I did not look at the sideline first. I went to the middle, just trying to hit that. But tight end was wide open. They went low. Right here is a man cover. Or no, maybe a little bit of match, actually. That was an interesting one. They changed match logic with the recent patch update, so that was a little bit different than what I was used to. Another match play, able to get that post route. That throw right there shows the significance of why you need to pass lead. And you want to click on and catch to attack the ball. We talk about that in a bunch of videos here. Next, let's talk about the play whips out of gun bunch tight end. Now, this is going to be purely great against beating man, or at least this setup that we're doing is meant for beating man coverage. What we want to do here is simply take our point wide receiver, put him on a post route, okay? If you could stem him down as well, I recommend doing so. Now, with this play like this is what it should look like. We are totally good. If we wanted to block our halfback, we could. I'm not going to, just for the sake of just making minimal hot routes. But you could block your halfback. What's cool here is that we have 2 zig routes or whip routes from our tight end and inside most wide receiver. Or these whips are really, really good, and tight end whips are freaking nasty. You can't really get those. So we do this again. You're gonna see right there zone coverage. We don't love this against zone. This is a man beating play. This play beats man, just simple as that. To be able to identify man coverage, if we look at this defense on the field right now, notice there's no DBs on top of my tight end or even on that tight end side. That means it's probably man. It's not a guarantee, but it means it probably is man. And guess what? Right here was man coverage. We have the tight end whip who's going to beat man. We have the inside wide receiver whip that's also going to beat man coverage, right? So we go here again. We just keep on calling this. And you can kind of get the reps down. All right, here we get this. Guess what? Who's open? Tight end whip. Again, you could block that halfback if you wanted to. You'd also play some games with him where you motion him out, put him on a streak. You have flexibility here, right? You always have some cool flexibility with these types of plays. Let's go again. Tight end whip's going to win. We're going to go instead to this guy. Now, the corner route from our ISO or from our outside wide receiver, he can do some cool things. If you could stem him down, so you might have to re-corner route him even to stem him all the way down. And then, can we get it? There we go. And then get that post route. So the most like optimal way to set this play up would be this. It's just a little bit more hot routes. So feel free to screenshot this right here. Let's snap the ball. Boom. Get that corner route. You kind of see what that corner route looks like now. Now we're adding another dimension to how we're beating man coverage. Again, those whips are great, but when you can attack in some different ways, right? Once they start catching on to, they got to do this and that to defend the whips. Oh, but now you're able to hit them with that corner route at a high clip, or you're able to get that post route cooking. I mean, this dude, Jalen Miller hates making throws. I'll say it. He hates hitting the open receiver. Nothing he hates more. Nothing he hates more, brother. All right, let's go back to it. Boom, tight end whip. Bang. And again, Bama's tight end, like, it's honestly the weak point of their team is that tight end spot. But this play, dude, it's great for beating man coverage, man blitz, whatever it might be. Man related, run this. Run game from bunch tight ends got two main plays. First of which we're going to call the halfback off tackle. This is a little bit different than a lot of run plays that you'll see because this one actually has a little bit more of a horizontal handoff, and we're trying to get usually to the outside, although we could cut this up. This is considered an outside zone type play where all of our offensive linemen are going to stretch, are going to essentially like reach step, and we're able to either cut it all the way outside, depending on what our edge does, or we can cut it up like you saw right there. Really, the read here is how our edge and wide receivers do, so our left tackle and our wide receivers. If they're able to seal that edge, we want to take it all the way to the outside. Like right here, really good seal from the left tackle, so we're able to take it all the way to the outside. If that left tackle, if you end up like, if he reaches and his ass ends up showing to the inside, we're going to be cutting it up. Like right here, oh, like actually right there, we could have taken it around him. That was a pretty good example. If he's able to flip his hips, that left tackle, number 74, you usually take it outside of him. Right there, you see him flip his hips, able to take it outside of him really easily. If he just pushes outside, we're usually going to try cutting up inside of him. Like right here, I mean, that defender ends up cutting back in, so we're not really getting a great example. We only had that one good cut up, but that cut up is a big thing. The left guard does play a factor here too, where that left guard kind of lost leverage. So even when the left guard ended up giving outside leverage, we're going to cut that up too, right? So you kind of see the blocking, bang, cut this outside. Wide receivers don't do a great job right there, but you kind of see where that vision would be. Let's go again. Let's actually cut this one up. Notice that left guard kind of kicked his guy out. We could have kept it to the outside, but there was a massive hole inside. Go again. Boom, this time we just got to go outside just because we got blown up in the middle. They just played good run defense there. That can happen. This play definitely has bigger loss potential just because it's a little bit more lateral, a little bit slower developing, and you're not getting across the line of scrimmage as fast. Now, this is really, really good against different blitzes and things like mid-blitz, okay? The next play I want to talk about is going to be the RPO Alert Bubble. This is going to be an inside zone with a bubble mixed in. So we have the basic inside zone. Nothing crazy. You've seen this. But this bubble part of it can be pretty good. It's a nice, like, constraint play. Do something like this, right? You can kind of see how that could be annoying to defend as a opposing defense, right? Do it again. Bang. It's definitely not, like, the best play ever, but it is something I've found against, like, very specific defenses people will struggle defending against. Off tackle, really, really good. Let's go here again. Yeah, we're just not getting many great looks for this. We're actually getting blown up consistently. I can tell you, though, I've had some good success running it. Here we go. Here's a good example of it. Off man coverage, able to hit that bubble. It's just something they have to be aware of. They have to respect. We'll go handoff right here. Bang. And if anything, the inside zone is fine. It's not the best thing in the world, but it's definitely not. It's looking bad right now. That's just the dogs getting after us, but definitely not bad by any means. Right there, we'll go RPO. It would get a good 5 or so yards on this. It's a great play, this run scheme is, just to make them honest of a formation that has a lot of really good pass plays that we didn't even cover in this one. All right, so we're starting off very quickly down a cool 7-0 to Georgia. This is a road to college football playoffs, so just playing a game like this. And immediately, he actually plays great defense on the RPO read. That'll happen sometimes. He ended up playing underneath, and then, or he played the QB, but his linebacker played me. Played the halfback, and the linebacker played me. So let's go to something like inside switch here. And we're just going to stem that tight end down. And let's then put our middle wide receiver on a hitch route. Okay. Let's see what this looks like. We have no, Jalen, dude. This dude, Jalen Milroe, absolutely loves to miss every throw we try hitting with him. Every throw, Jalen says, you know what? What if I just sailed that by 15 feet? We're going PA slot corner here. Dang. What a tough start. 3rd and 13, though. If we even get some yards right here, we'll definitely go for our 4th down. I just feel pretty confident in what we're able to do. Hit X. There's him getting in between. Good job, Ryan Williams. That's what I was talking about, though. He gets underneath zones and he can get in between zones. And that's a great example right there. That's what we needed, dude. That's what we needed. Good job. Rough first couple plays, though. Definitely a rough first couple plays. And here, I'm going to go. We actually had that. We had a couple of things on that play. I immediately went to the bubble. So that's where this play can just develop so fast, where you have to get really comfortable running it. We had a few different things there. I just kind of missed. Let's go here this time. Let's hit the flat. Boom. 1-on-1. He misses. Get a couple. Bang, bang. Good. Good fight. You can see just like run the plays, trust that they're going to work. And then from there, like, you just have to execute because it's good play calls. Let's go here. Back to that PA slot quarter play. Immediately, let's go X. We have him underneath. Cool. Ryan Williams. Nice little gain. I wonder if I had corner route right there. I'm not sure. And let's go back here. I want to go back to that read bubble. I'm so curious. He's sitting in that same defensive front, so I'm actually a little bit worried that this isn't what we want. And he's using that left slot corner. So if we go here... Yeah, and you see, like, he has that... He's doing such a good job against that play. He has that backer playing me. Our backer playing the QB. He's just doing a great job. We'll go here and then go... Let's go back to inside switch. Man, so sometimes you just have to kind of chalk a play call up and say, okay, like, he's playing a good job against it. He's playing great D versus that. We go underneath. Cool. Probably should have hit him a second faster, so only a gain of 1 right there. And immediately get into a big 4th down. I want to go back to PA slot corner right here. Bang. Got corner route. We should have corner route. We're sitting. We have it late. We have it very late. That deep zone eventually has to play back because the streak just got bumped all the way inside. Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. Let's go back to inside switch here. Dang, that's what sucks is like, now I've really identified though at this point, like RPO read is off the table against this style of defense, which is fine. A little unfortunate, but fine. Go underneath right here. That's where you want to hit that halfback a little bit more. Ideally, we get a slightly better rack, but that's fine. Let's go here again. Might be able to get a touchdown right here, actually. Let's see if we do. Tight end. Boom. Bang! There we go. So a little rough start, mostly drawn by the fact that he's just playing, like, really surprisingly good defense against the RPO Read Bubble. When that happens, though, you just have to chalk it. Like, it's like, okay, this is no longer a play we're calling against this guy, and that's fine, right? All right, so we just got a super fast interception, so we are back at it. He's in cover 3, it looks like. The single high safety could be man-to-man, but let's go to this setup, and let's actually get our... Let's do this. And then we're going to block him. Okay. Let's see what we got here. 1-on-1 on the outside. Got it. Pass lead down and outside. Boom. Ooh, scary, though. I should have thrown... Man, it's just... We're just missing some throws, which is a little frustrating. Even that right there wasn't a great throw. I threw a little late, though. That's where you really want to hit him early in the break. He shouldn't be waiting on that sideline for the ball for too long. Now he's in a different defense. I'm going to burn him out. I didn't come out in the right play. He's in a different defense finally. So let's go RPO Read Bubble here against this look. He's in 3-3 mint now. And we should be able to get a little something going here. A little bit better. We're going to keep it at the QB. Oh, he just shed it. We're not able to get anything on this play. And it's costing us pretty bad. Oh, that is... Ah, dang. Go here. See, we get a deep out route right at the goal line. He's not playing it. We got it. Bang. Boom. Cuddy. Good job, my boys. Good job. All right, we just got a massive pick. 53 seconds left right here. We're going to double drags. We have no timeouts, though. It's a little bit tough of a spot here. Let's go back to PA slot corner. This play. Bang. We have drag. We have corner route. Bang. Glaze. Get out of bounds, too. That's beautiful, man. What I need to call, I haven't called it yet, is drive post. Where is it? Where's drive post? There it is. And then let's flat the middle wide receiver, streak the tight end. Yeah, we should be good here. We should be good. I wish I would have flatted the halfback, though. Oh, I had the flat. Dude, I actually had a lot of things. That was bad. That was bad. I had the flat, and I had the post. Let's go, boys. Let me flat my halfback now. Okay? Because he's leaving that flat. Consistent. There we go. Remember, you want that trips to the wide side because it'll open up that post a little bit more. Do we go... This wasn't part of it, but this is where, like, obviously part of a scheme, you know, I can't... There's more to it than just the exact plays we talked about. Let's go speed option. Let's just see what kind of happens here. Bang. Quick pitch. Good. Get into the sideline. We'll actually fight out of bounds. That's pretty big. Let's go... the read bubble has just been getting blown up for us every time. Every time. But, like, we have that read key right there. I'm confident, like, we should be able to get this. We should be able to. We're holding it. There we go. Finally, it adds up the way we want to. Good job. That's more so what it looks like on a play-to-play basis. It's just like, he was playing great defense for it earlier, and then the other time we called it, we got insta-shedded, which is just part of the game, playing against Georgia's D-line. We get ball at half, so we're in a really good spot. All right, so we're in a great spot here. We're going to try milk some of the game out, but we want to still be aggressive. So I don't really agree with the idea of, like, totally only calling plays with the idea of milking. We are going to start with a run just to get the clock going here, and immediately we get that tight end flat going. That's big. And honestly, getting tackled for second and inches is really good too, just because that's going to run off another 30 seconds, because we should be able to get this first down pretty easily. Let's actually go. We'll sub in a backup quarterback here just to run the QB zone. You don't really need somebody insane to get an inch, right? So it's like, let's go backup QB. Let, who is this, Simpson? Let Simpson take a hit right here. Should be able to pick up the first pretty easily. Boom. Go down. Oh. Beautiful. No reason to have Jalen Milroe do that, right? In that situation. And what we want to do here, coach adjustments-wise, is ball carrier conservative, just to make sure that we're not going to fumble. Because the only way he gets back in this game, really, is if we can't move the ball, right? Or we mess up. The game is entirely in our hands. Let's go PA slot corner here. Pretty easy, basic play call. We'll go tight end drag coming across. Beautiful. We have that. And I'll even fall short at a 2nd and 1. And we'll go back to the QB zone. Just because now we're able to milk out just a few more seconds, right? Just a few more. It's going to run another 30 seconds off. Another 30. I'll add in a little bit of motioning here just for why not. All right, boom. Get them all the way across. Bang. We actually kind of... Boom. Good job. Good job. That's a first down. Let's get Jalen back in here. To be able to make subs right here, press Y or triangle, select position. So right here, we want to go quarterback. And now I'm just double tapping A or X on PlayStation. And now let's actually bump into the bunch tight end. And we'll go off tackle here. See what this looks like. I don't love off tackle against a defense that's very second level heavy. But we should be able to call this good. We'll actually cut this all the way. Oh! We almost cut that all the way back. That would have been pretty sick. That would have been nasty. Go here again. This will be a final play of the third quarter. 2nd and 8. We can run that. I feel confident about this. Cut it. We end up falling forward pretty well. I don't love the off tackle against this type of look, right? They're very much in the second level. It's hard for our linemen to get to that second level and actually make good blocks, so we'll let this run to the 4th. All right, let's hit him with the motion cross play. Watch, he's going to jump it. Not there. We have crosser. He actually got really good pressure there, but... Oh, good fight. Good fight. Skirt. Oh! Oh! No! Oh, how do we not score? How do we not score? How do we not score? Oh my gosh, good Todd. I mean, good game. GG's to him, GG's. If you want a full breakdown of this scheme with even more plays out of the Alabama playbook and a ton of other schemes available to you, you have to check out my website, civil.gg, where we have over 1,000 active members right now. 96% of those people say they've gotten better since joining, and you'll unlock every scheme, every tip that we've done so far in this year of College Football 25. You can get 30% off right now with code CIVIL30, and the link to that is in the top of the description. I'll see you over there if you want to win more games.